welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video shout out goes to Marilyn. Marilyn, you know who you are, and oh my goodness, you have been with me for so long now. You are definitely an OG fawn, and I love you dearly. I so wish that we lived closer, and I could not believe the timing and the coincidence of the giveaway in February when you were visiting the States, that it happened to arrive on your last day before you headed back to Australia. That was crazy. And I just so hope that one day we get to meet, because Australia is so on my bucket list. I am desperate to visit that country. I would die to be there. You are so lucky to be there. Oh my gosh, to see like kangaroos and their babies and everything else, and oh my goodness, and then to meet you, I mean to meet you obviously first, but then just to experience Australia and see it with you, and for you to be like a tour guide to take me around, and Kurt, and just, oh, it would be a dream come true. So I really hope that that happens one day. I cannot even tell you. That would be so incredible. And if you ever end up in Michigan, you better let me know, because that would be awesome, and I would love to show you around, even though Michigan is so boring in comparison to Australia. Oh my goodness. But this video is all about Jouer's new Skinny Dip collection. They launched an Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadow Palette, which is amazing. It was on my eyes. I am in love. It is only a 6 shadow palette, but it is intense. It is foiled. It is like chromatic, and there's like glittery sparkle, the chrome, the metallic, the foiled effect. Like, it is everything in these 6 shades. It has a nice mirror on the back that has my fingerprints all over it. That just happened. Folds over. I just got eyeshadow all over me. It is not my day. This has been a really, really tough week, let me tell you. I really hope that Jouer releases more palettes like this, and that they come up with like a nice size palette, you know, like a 30 shade palette of these type of shadows, because these were amazing. I didn't lay a base for the first 2 shades that I used on the inner corner and then the middle one, because I wanted to test it out without a base. And then for the outer corner, I put a black down and then the shadow, and they performed amazing on their own and on top of other shadows. Like, this formulation is so good, so creamy, so pigmented, so easy to blend. Like, they just went like one into the next, into the next. Like, I didn't even need to do any back and forth to like mesh them together. They literally just like blended themselves into each other. It was incredible. Like, I am so impressed with this palette. The price tag is a little hefty for 6 shadows, but the quality is so there. The intensity is so there. The ease to work with it is there. So, I mean, yes, it's pricey for 6 shadows, but they did a really, really great job at the formulation of these. If you're into, like I said, chromatic, foiled, metallic, some glitter, some shimmer, some like, it hits all of that. I just really, really hope that they elaborate on this line, because it is so good and I want to eat it up, and I want every shade, like every color that there is in this world, in this formulation. But you guys know me and these kind of shades, and they just like, they speak to me, and I'm obsessed. So I went for darker today because I just did like a ballet pink, which this is such a chromatic, foiled, metallic ballet type of pink shade. And I recently did, you know, something in the bronze copper type. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go a little bit darker today. It's been a minute since I've done something on the deeper side. I did with the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean palette, but I'm trying, you know, it was hard. I was limited to 6 shades, so I did use 3 out of the 6 to create this look, and then I used my Violet Voss Ride or Die palette for just 3 transition shades to get in there. So this is amazing. My only issue with the collection itself, if you are trying to buy it as a collection, is that the highlights to me do not make sense with the palette, because the highlights are so warm tone and these are very, very icy. The only one that isn't is Tan Lines, and Skinny Dip is even an icy champagne. It's still champagne tone, but it's an icy champagne. And both highlights, you'll see when I, like, the swatches are coming up, you know, in a second, they're just so warm tone. So I don't really get what Jouer was thinking as far as the color scheme for the collection. So I mean, if you were trying to buy it as a bundle, like I bought their bundle, and then you get like a lip cream and a lip topper, and then I bought the extra lip topper and Skinny Dip because I bought the Tan Lines bundle. So I'm wearing Pamplemousse lip creme and then Saint Tropez for a lip topper, and then I bought their Skinny Dip lip topper as an extra, and then both highlights are, unfortunately, I don't understand this at all either. It's part of their Skinny Dip new line, but it's in their typical packaging, which has, you get fingerprints all over it, and this is like this gorgeous metallic gold. And when you see what I'm about to show you for the throwaway packaging, the throwaway packaging is so beautiful. I don't understand why they didn't apply the throwaway packaging to the highlights and the palette. I will never, even just the writing of Skinny Dip on the throwaway has like this glitter writing, and they didn't even at least do the glitter writing. It also has like all these droplets all over it. Like, they chinsed out when it came down to the actual packaging for what you keep. The throwaway is so much more beautiful. And that does bother me because this is what you keep on your vanity and what you look at. And now you look at that, where the throwaway is absolutely stunning. So that's, yeah. Where I'm at. I didn't use their highlight, like I said, because it just, the color scheming was not appropriate with the eye look. I mean, it just, I swatch it for you and you guys get to see them, and they feel amazing. It's like Jouer's stereotypical formulation. But why they didn't come out with something icy and why they didn't keep it in this theme, like, it just, it's almost like they try to half-ass this collection for some reason. Like, they just so missed out on the little details that, to me, the little details really matter, and they missed the mark on the details, but the formulation is incredible. So at least the formulation is incredible, because at the end of the day, that is what matters, is that how it applies, how it wears. And I've had this on now for hours and hours, and it has not creased, it has not budged, and there was like no fallout from this glitter, which is crazy. Like, so the formula is spectacular. I don't understand the color scheming and the packaging. those details. So anyway, I am using my new camera for the first time, and I did buy a few different lenses to try out. So right now I'm having it on a bokeh effect, which is blurring out the background on a very low setting. And I would really, really appreciate your feedback on what you guys think, because I'm using this right now for my intro. And I'm going to switch lenses for the outro, where the background ends up being very blurred but makes me really pop. So please be completely honest, because Kurt and I are completely on the opposite ends of what I like and what he likes, and I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want that to bias your opinion at all. I don't want to say what I prefer versus what he prefers, because I don't want that to affect your decisions at all. I really truly want to know what you guys like more, because that matters to me. I'm doing this because of my love and passion for makeup and beauty and skincare and everything to do with you guys now, with our community. And you guys, your vote and what you like matters more at the end of the day than what I like for what's in my videos. So just please be completely honest, and it's not going to hurt my feelings one way or the other, I promise you. That's why I bought both lenses, and I'm going to be returning one depending on what you guys like best. So please just tell me, I like your intro better or I like your outro better. That's the easiest way to go about it. It's just intro, outro. I mean, you don't even need to say anything more, just even that, intro, outro. I mean, you can definitely elaborate, feel free to. Anybody who isn't a fan, who's just watching this for the sake of the Jouer, feel free to weigh in as well. I mean, I will welcome everybody's opinion, because like I said, Kurt and I are completely torn between which one to go for. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So anyway, if you guys want to see how to get this eye look, see swatches, see everything in action, then just keep on watching. Alright, so the new Jouer Skinny Dip eyeshadow palette and collection just arrived at my door, and I have not opened anything except taking it out of that like gross disgusting box, because you guys know how I am with germs. But I have not peeked. It's just that the lip toppers that it comes with this was not holding it together at all. So I picked up, I have my receipt, but you guys can't see. The Tan Lines bundle. So you could pick up, there were 2 different bundles, but then I made sure I picked up the entire collection. So I got the tan line bundles plus the long wear lip topper skinny dip and the powder highlighter skinny dip. So it saved you a little bit of money to get the bundle, and we're going to play with it. We're going to swatch it. We're going to do a little tutorial, see how everything performs. I am pretty sure that this is the limited edition release. I'm not 100% sure, because it's been like a week since I've ordered it, or longer, and I'm out of it yet. And bear with me, you guys. Today is Friday that I'm filming, and Monday is when I went like completely out of commission, and it's been a really rough week. I still have a super bad headache, and my RA is so bad I can't even like turn to the right all the way, like it hurts. So I'm on some meds, and I might be a little bit extra fumbly and have more blonde moments than usual, but bear with, and we're gonna get through this. And I'm very excited to get into this baby. So I want to go for the eyeshadow palette first, because it is all sparkle. And let's just hope nothing's broken. It's actually glittery. Oh my god, look at that! It's actually, this is like texturized, but not like, that's not sparkly, but it is glitter underneath it and all of those droplets. Oh my god, Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadows. Jouer's Skinny Dip Eyeshadow Palette features 6 new Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadows that deliver an intense, shimmering metallic finish. Layer together or use as a gorgeous, glittering accent to your favorite looks. Apply eyeshadow with a shadow brush. I guess they don't want you to use your finger. It can be used as a liner with its wet to dry finish. So, all right, let's get into this, baby. Oh my goodness, I need scissors. They were hiding on me. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this already. Like, it's gold, it's metallic. It's not gonna like leave any fingerprints on it. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are gorgeous. It folds over. It has a mirror. Look at these babies. I don't even know if you guys can tell how gorgeous these colors are. So we have Starlight, which is a silver, Bikini, which is like a ballerina pink, Skinny Dip, Champagne, Tan Lines is a nice deep bronze, Magic Hour looks like it has like grayish purpley tones, and Midnight Swim. Oh, I don't even know how to describe that one. It has like a charcoal shimmer in it. Okay, so we're going to be swatching this. Oh my god, I wish my head wasn't pounding so much. Okay, highlights are next. Same packaging. I'm so happy that they took care in how they packaged this. Alright, ultra fine pearls and luminescent pigments create the ultimate lit from within glow. This creamy powder formula is long wearing, highly pigmented, and layers with our best-selling cream highlighter for the perfect radiant finish. Use a brush, apply to cheek and brow bones for instantly illuminate. I told you guys that's gonna be rough. Not tested on animals, by the way. So this is in the shade Tan Lines. Oh, they kept their original packaging. They didn't, look, fingerprints already. They didn't keep this fun packaging. Well, that's a bummer. Even with the palette, I mean, the palette is still awesome that it's like gold and metallic like that, but why didn't they make everything as awesome as the throwaway? That is really disappointing. Oh my gosh, that is a very deep pink color. That might not be my shade. It did not look dark like that online at all. So I'll swatch it, but this may end up in a giveaway if somebody doesn't mind it being swatched, if it's too dark, or in a declutter. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. What's the next one? They really meant business when they were packaging this. So this is in the shade Skinny Dip. I am so bummed. They did such an amazing job on the packaging. It's so fun. And then just... That one is a little bit more peachy. It's still very coppery though. So I don't know. We'll see when we swatch her. Why did I put this back? I put it back in the box like I'm not even... That's how out of it I am. All right. Then their new Skinny Dip Longwear Lip Topper is in the color Saint Tropez. So this one has the same packaging, where their other two are their stereotypical packaging. Ooh, that's like a really gorgeous pink, like baby pink. This is like so Janet, ballerina pink all the way. I love it already, and it's not even like on my lips. And then we have Pamplemousse, which is a Longwear lip cream. Nice nude. That one will layer really nicely together, like really nicely. And then last but not least, we have Skinny Dip. Oh, and that's like champagne and just gorgeousness. All right, so I'm gonna get to swatching all of this and I will be right back. So starting with the palette, row outward. The only one that wasn't creamy was Bikini. That kind of rhymed. The other ones were really, really creamy and soft to the touch and super smooth to swatch. So that was really interesting. So we have Starlight, Bikini, Skinny Dip, Tan Lines, Magic Hour, and Midnight Swim. That's it for the eyeshadow palette. And then that's Skinny Dip Highlight and Tan Lines Highlight, which doesn't look too dark on the skin as a swatch, but I'm still not sure how it's going to be as a highlight. And then Pamplemousse for the lip cream, Saint Tropez lip topper, and Skinny Dip lip topper. And those are so blinding. Look how blinding all of these are. Oh my goodness, I literally have no idea what to do. I want to use all 6 of these. Like, I'm so torn, it's not even funny. But I'm gonna go prep and prime my eyes, and then I will be back to try to figure out some kind of a look. Oh my goodness, these are so insanely pigmented, metallic, foiled, just holy crap. I'm in love. All right, so I'm going to actually go with a dark look today because I don't usually do it, and I have recently done like that ballerina pink look, and I recently did a copper look, so I'm gonna go for it with like the darker shades today. So I'm gonna start with my Violet Voss Ride or Die because there are a lot of transition shades in here. And taking my Carity E31 brush, I'm gonna start with, I think, Nicole for my first transition. Oh my god. Transition shade. I told you guys, you're gonna have to bear with me today and start building the crease and slightly above. Now I'm gonna dip into Skylar and do the same thing. Now I'm just gonna take my Makeup Geek Outer V brush and dip into Carly, which is just a black, and put that in the outer V. And then we're gonna move into the glitter shades. By the way, those lips toppers and the oh my goodness, I'm having such a hard time today. Lip cream, Crème, they all smell like vanilla and it is amazing. Like they smell so delicious. It is unreal. So, side note. But now getting into this beauty, I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and I'm going to start with Starlight, the first shade in the palette, and coat this baby well. Milani her up. Thanks to Nikki. And put this on the inner corner. Oh my God. Do you guys see how chromatic that is? Whoa. I'm being blinded by it. Jouer is not messing around. And that's without having a base put down. Because I was really tempted to put a base down for all three shades because I want to do like building into the depth. But oh my goodness, it definitely does not need a base. Wow. I probably didn't even have to put the black down. Now I'm going to take Magic Hour. I'm trying to get used to the new camera and how it focuses, so this is my first time using it. So there we go. I'm going to use Magic Hour as the next shade. Coat her well. Milani her up. And now I'm going to take Midnight Swim and do the same thing on the outer V. Same brush. Milani her. I do think that having a base underneath these shadows would help intensify it because they are kind of like they're blending really nicely all into each other, but I think it would help it pop even more. But I did want to see how these perform on their own without any kind of a base. And they are definitely popping. Like there's no doubt about that. They are bam in your face. But I think you could get even more payoff if you laid down a bit of a foundation of something else. Like I have concealer on and then I set it with powder. But I'm talking like a silver shadow or, you know, even a white shadow and then putting this over top. I think you would get even more out of it. All right, I'm gonna go finish up my face, line, lashes, all of that, and then I will be back to do the lower lash line. So I finished up my face and we have a few products to go over. First, I did not use the highlights that came with the Jouer set, which is why I did not come back on camera to show you the highlight. I did a separate mini video because the highlights that came with this Skinny Dip collection, to me, I found very strange because the majority of this palette is very icy. Like the Skinny Dip and Tan Lines are the only two that are somewhat warm tone, and even Skinny Dip, well, mirror image, Skinny Dip is still slightly like champagne icy. And everything else is icy in here. So when I created this look, it's all so icy. And then both highlights that they released are so warm tone. So it would not have looked right at all. The only way to have used one of the highlights with the palette is to have gone in with Tan Lines as being like an all over eyeshadow shade and then all over lid shade, and then maybe popping on Skinny Dip as a halo. But to me, the collection doesn't really make sense as a collection. Individually, they're all beautiful, but the highlights just don't go with the palette. So I'm really confused as to what they were thinking with the highlights. I'm still very happy with the highlights because they're beautiful highlights. I will use the highlights, but for it to be a launch with this palette just does not make sense in the color scheming aspect at all. So I did not use this. I was waiting to haul the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Holy Glow Volume 1 and Volume 2 when my Makeup Addiction Cosmetics new palette comes, but that's like a month from now because they just released it and they're based in the UK, and I have all their other palettes. If you guys have been with me, you're aware that I have all their palettes, and I've been very impatiently waiting, and I hadn't even peeked at these. I've had them for weeks sitting in a box to haul, and I'm like, you know what? These highlights aren't gonna work. I need some new highlights to use. Need some new highlights to use. So I did a little mini video swatching out all 8 shades, and I'm wearing a volume 1 and the first shade in the palette on my cheeks right now, and these are so amazing, you guys. Wait until you see this video. Oh my goodness, they're so creamy and they literally melt into the skin. They are they feel like, anyway, the exact formulation as their eyeshadows. It is incredible. They're so good. Like, they are so good. So wait until this video because they are incredible and I cannot get over this glow. So I did highlight the inner corners, but we will end up having to go back over the inner corners. I couldn't help myself. I mean, look at it. It's so pretty. And then I did another mini video so that way you guys could actually see what the Milani Baked Bronzer in number 9 Dolce looks like, because this is her new launch. So this is the bronzer that I am wearing, but I did, like I said, just one little mini video so you can see that even though there's all that gold in there, there is no shimmer, no sparkle, no glitter, no nothing that comes across. You just get a beautiful bronze out of it. But once you start layering blushes, highlights, and you get into everything else, it's sometimes hard to tell. So even though I showed you guys in my last video, or I told you guys that this is what I was wearing, I thought I really want to show you what it looks like on its own before I start adding in any other powders. So I did a mini video on just the bronzer, and so that's what I'm wearing right now, but you'll see this in action as well. And then my lip combo, though, I did put on the Pamplemousse lip Crème. And then I put on the Saint Tropez for lip topper. Yes, Saint Tropez. For a second I thought, was it Skinny Dip? But no, I did Saint Tropez. So that's the combo I have on right now. And I lined with my Tom Ford eye defining pen. And I used my Elegance lashes in Bombshell. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I love these ones. I actually got new ones arrived while I was filming by Huda Beauty, and I thought that they were going to be way more dramatic, and they are really subtle everyday lashes, and this is such an evening look. I was like, I can't use those. And so I really was gonna try a new pair for you, and then I looked at my ridiculous drawer of lashes and I was like, I'm not feeling any of those. I just want my Elegance lashes. So that's what I'm wearing. I'm sorry. I know, I need to switch it up. And I tight lined and waterlined using my Ardency in Modster pencil in black. I honestly love so many of my pencils in black. It's just, this one is right here on my vanity, and that's why I keep using it. My Urban Decay is amazing. NYX has an amazing one. Obviously, Marc Jacobs highliner has an amazing one. I have not purchased the Marc Jacobs in black because I have so many black ones that I don't need to. But it's not that this is my favorite. It's just, it's awesome and it stays on my vanity. So that's why I use it. Then in another mini video, I really wanted to know what all the fuss is about with some of the other bigger YouTubers like Tarte and Jeffree Star, when they're always talking about how amazing the La Mer foundation is. So I put this to the test, and it really is a beautiful finish, and it has an SPF of 20, which is awesome, but I cannot get past the smell. I put this on over 2 hours ago, and I had to take a break from filming, so it's been a while since I did my makeup, and now I'm back sitting here, and the smell is still lingering. And I like took Kleenex and like put it up in my nose and like in my nostrils trying to get rid of the smell, and I cannot. It's like aggravating my headache so much worse. So it blends out beautifully. It looks beautiful. It gives such a nice coverage. It does look so nice on the skin. So I do get the hype around what it looks like, but it smells so bad and it stays. It's not one of those ones where it smells bad for a minute and it goes away. I can't remember. There was something where I told you guys more recently in a video where it had a bad smell for a minute, but then it went away. I can't remember if it was a setting powder or what it was. A bronzer maybe. It was a powder related product, I think. Maybe a foundation. Either way, there was something where it had a smell, but you know, within minutes it was gone. So to me, that's no big deal. If it fades away, I'm golden. But this one, it's been hours and I can still smell it, and it's just like so not good. So it's up to you guys. I mean, it's $110. It's a really expensive foundation, and I just don't understand why they have this awful scent to it. It's just, so I don't recommend it based on scent. But if you guys don't mind smells, or you're not scent sensitive and you're looking for a luxury SPF foundation, like, this is definitely a really great foundation. I can't get past the scent at all. It's so bad. And then I had mentioned in that video I was saving my Chanel loose setting powder. What do they call it? Natural finish loose powder in translucent for my last one in the bunch for my battle of the setting powders. And then I went and started organizing some boxes while I needed a break, and I found 3 more. So that series is not done yet. I still have at least 3 more because I told you I have all those boxes that I haven't hauled, and I have a big Wet n Wild haul to do for you guys, a big NYX haul to do for you guys, and then a drugstore haul, and then just an everything haul of like, you know, high-end like Sephora type of thing. So I ended up finding 3 more powders in the meantime. So I was saving this as my last baby, and this is amazing. Like, it is so good, and the littlest bit goes the longest way, and I didn't need a powder puff. Like, this, you get an ounce, and it would last you so long because you just dip your brush in, and it's like instantly set. This is magical. Like, I know it's Chanel and it's expensive, but you like need next to no product to be set. It is so much better than the La Prairie that I have. It's not even funny. So this is what I tested out today, and it was a big win. And then last but not least, I used my NYX Ombre blush in Mauve Me. And I just thought that this would complement the, like, you know, icy dark look, to have a little bit of mauve in there, because I love that kind of combo. So I used that for my blush, and I think you guys are all caught up. Double check. Yes. So I can zoom you guys in, and we can finish up this lower lash line. So, I just put my finger in that shadow. Okay. That sucks. Like, big time sucks. Don't you hate when you do that? Like, that just breaks your heart, even though you know you're not gonna ever hit pan. All right, starting again. I'm gonna take my Morphe M507. Oh my gosh, this is like everywhere now. All right. And I'm going to carefully pick up this ginormous palette, and we're going to dip into Nicole and start by smoking Nicole into the lower lash line. And by the way, every time I use this palette and I use Nicole, I think of you, Nikki. Using the same brush, I'm going to dip into Skylar. Do the same thing. Now I'm going to take this Morphe M432 brush and dip into Carly, which was just that flat matte black. Definitely tap off that excess because that was pigmented. And then get as tight to the lower lash line as possible. Now I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Smudge Brush and dipping into Midnight Swim. Coat her well. Milani her up. And smudge that in the lower lash line. Now taking a Morphe M506 and the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Holy Glow Volume 1, I'm going to dip back into the first shade and just re-highlight the inner corners. Alright, this makeup look is complete. I'm just going to go get dressed and I will be right back. Alright, so this is with the other lens with the bokeh blurring effect obviously cranked up, but this isn't as cranked up as it can go. So the more the background gets blurry, the more the person pops. So that's like the purpose to blurring it out, and so that's where we're like having our disagreement or we just can't see eye to eye on which one is better, because you know, in one sense the background ends up getting blurred out, but in the other sense I end up getting more popped, but I lose the beauty of the backdrop. So I have no idea what to do, and Kurt doesn't know what to do. We've tried looking up other YouTubers and what they do, and everybody seems to do different things, and I know that you guys love my backdrop so much, but I wanted to present this option to you as well too, in case you happen to like this more. But you know, when you're in the talking lenses, you're talking like a lot of money. So switching back and forth lenses isn't really a feasible option. I kind of have to stick to one. So just please be as honest as possible and just let me know which one you prefer. Like I said, you can say intro, outro, and then Kurt just told me that we could actually crank it up even more with the blurring, which I don't think would be necessary. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Just let me know. I don't know. But anyway, that does it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that this was helpful if you were considering buying any of the new Jouer products, because the lip products are definitely a win. Everything's a win. I mean, individually, everything is definitely a win. It's just as a bundle, the color scheming is not. So if you're trying to look for something where it's, you know, cohesive for you, if you are like a beginner and you're looking for something that's just like, okay, you know, I've got this bundle, I can work with this bundle, this can be my eyeshadow, my lip, my highlight, I wouldn't do that. So that's my opinion anyway. That's my review on the collection. But individually, everything itself is beautiful. So I do absolutely love everything about it. And I really, really hope that they continue to release these ultra foil shimmer shadows, because they nailed this formula. So that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.